Want to add multiple conditions to your if statements? In this video, I will show you two ways to do it, nested ifs and the ifs function, and I will tell you which one I think is the best. By the way, if you are new to if statements and have no idea of what I'm talking about, I recommend you check out my beginner video first. It covers the basics in just 3 minutes. Otherwise, let's get started. So, here I have a table with a list of names and their respective salary. And I have built a function here. If a salary is above $75,000, it is a high salary, and if it is not above $75,000, it is a low salary. But what if you want to add a middle salary category? Let me show you how to do it. First of all, we are going to write a condition, if, then the logical test. We already know if the salary is above $75,000, then it is going to be a high salary. But then if this is false, we know that the salary is below $75,000. And in order to distinguish between the medium salary and the low salary, we need to create another condition inside the false. So this is what we call the nested ifs. So I'm going to write another if inside this function. And right now, we are going to say, we already know that it is below 75,000. And then inside the nested ifs, we are going to say, if it is higher than $50,000, we are going to say that it is a medium salary. So if it is above $50,000, we already know it is not above 75, so we came here. And then if it is not above 75,000, but it is above 50,000, we are going to say that it is a medium salary. Then we are already in the first false condition, which says we are not above $75,000, and then we are saying that it is also not above $50,000. So here we are going to say that it is a low salary. And now, if we close everything, and as you can see, if I go to high salary, we have salaries above $75,000, medium salaries from 50,000 to 75,000, and then the rest are low salaries. But as you can see, this function can get a bit confusing when you look at it. Like when you start looking at it, you see a if, and then you are looking at a function, and then there's a if inside the other if. And honestly, if you start nesting lots of ifs, it's going to become a bit hard to write and hard to read. So another way that we have to write this function could be using the ifs formula. And what's the difference between an if formula and an ifs formula? Pretty much, in an if formula, you can only write one condition. On the other hand, with an ifs formula, you can write multiple conditions. And you only tell Excel what to return you in case that it is true. So let's do it right here with the ifs. Maybe I'm going to hide this in order to not be confusing. So right here, we're going to write the ifs. And now, as you can see, you only have the logical test and then the value if true. You don't have the value if false. So let's start writing. First condition, if the salary is superior than $75,000, what is it going to be? A high salary. Then you can see that when we go to the next part of the function, we don't have the value if false. Now we go to the next logical test. And then we already know if the condition doesn't stay here, we already know that the salary is below this value. So then what we want to check is if it is above $50,000 or a medium salary. So we are going to check it if it is above $50,000. And if it is above $50,000, it's a medium salary. And finally, if it is not above 75,000, if it is not above 50,000, we already know that the salary is going to be, in this case, a low salary. So we're going to write if the salary is, in this case we can write above 0, it is a low salary. We close the function, and there you go. Right now, we can see that it is exactly the same thing as the first one, but it is a little prettier. As you can see, we come to check the function out, and we have bigger than 75,000, okay, high salary. Bigger than 50,000, medium salary. And then low salary. But you can use both ways in the end. If it works for you, that's what matters. But what if you want to check multiple conditions at once? What if you want, for example, to check if someone has a high salary and is below 40 years old at the same time? Or what if you want to check if someone has either a high salary or is in a directive role of the company? In order to learn this, you need to understand how to use AND and OR functions in if statements. These functions let you combine multiple conditions in a much smarter way. Click on this video right here and I will show you exactly how you can use them in a quick, clear and easy to understand way. On top of that, this channel is dedicated to bringing you the best Excel productivity tips. So, if you want to become a more pro-efficient Excel user and learn time-saving tricks that will help you work smarter, make sure to subscribe.